Hello, Ananya. Good
Hello.
evening.
Hi, Sudhir. So, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So, good evening, Sudhir. How have you been?
Yeah, I'm good. What about you?
I'm great too. So, today was a really tiring day, but here I am. You tell me about yourself. Let's begin with the brief introduction.
Yes, sure. Uh, I'm Sudhir Kumar Sukla. Uh,
Hmm.
I have completed my graduation in finance and accounts, and I'm staff in Ahmedabad. I have total 9+ year work experience in finance and accounts domain.
Okay.
Currently, I'm working in MNC.
Hmm.
Clapingo, I have completed at least 50 or 60 sessions.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh, for certain level, I need some improvement. So that's why I joined the Clapingo to improve and enhance my communication skill because I am sometimes I'm getting stuck or I have some past tenses issue or grammatical vocabulary also.
Hmm.
So that's why I have started this I have joined this platform.
Okay. So, that's great. I'm great that you're able to take initiative and acknowledge that you need to work on your speaking skills. Half your battle is won there. So, did you go through the document for today?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so what was it?
It was anger.
Anger and anger management.
Yes.
So, would you call yourself an angry person?
No, but before we can start this video, I want to know about means I'm not. I think so. Our this is our first session, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So, yeah, what do you want to know?
are you from?
Sorry.
Means which city you are belonging? Belong.
Yeah, so I live in Ludhiana
Okay.
in Punjab, and my father's a Bengali, and my mother is from UP. I was born in Rajasthan, but I was brought up in Punjab.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
I'm
good.
currently pursuing English honors from Delhi University
Okay. Good.
with a minor in psychology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. So
Anything else?
anger. No, 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 no. Thanks. That's enough. So anger management, yes, of course, we can say sometimes means sometimes, but not very hyper. Means I can say very temperament. I can't lost my temperament,
Hmm.
but sometimes it feel bad. So I will just thought about my good and nice emotions or in my experience. So I will try to forget them.
Okay. Okay. So, do you get angry easily?
Not easily.
Not easily? Okay. I get angry very easily. Okay. So, when was the last time you got really very angry and what did you do about it?
I really know when I was angry, but
Yeah, you need to think about it, no? You must have been angry sometime a while ago, and it's
I
impossible
think
for a person to have never been angry.
no. But sometimes, but it is not means I can say angry, but it's just 4 months. Some bad emotions or bad emotion will come out in the inside of our.
Okay. Okay. So, even though you do not get angry very frequently, what do you do when you get angry?
When I get angry, so definitely I will just I told you I will thought some good or nice
You'll think
experience.
about something good.
Good. And if I type am I home, so I will start to playing with my kid. So I forget
Oh,
them.
okay, okay. So, how old is your kid?
Just 2 years.
2 years old. Okay, that's good. So what do you think are the causes of anger? Like, why do people get angry? The real causes.
The real cause because I can say the means the vichar I can say vichar dhara. I couldn't means
The way of thinking.
the way of thinking.
Line
Thank
of
you.
thought.
Uh,
Line of thought. Okay.
Sorry, just a 1 minute. My mom is just blessing me.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're right. So you can ask me where
Yeah.
we
So
are.
I've asked you what the real causes for anger are. What do you think the real causes for anger are?
The way of thinking and understanding between the both the parties
Hmm.
and mutual understanding or agreement.
Hmm.
So if couldn't happen, if I'm asking to you something and you are giving me like another thing, if I'm asking A and you are giving me B, so it could be different. So,
Hmm.
I will try to explain you, but later on my mind will goes off and start the angriestness.
Okay. Okay.
This one is in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong or right, but in
No,
this
no.
my opinion,
Yeah.
it could
Yeah.
be happen.
Okay. So, what do you think anger is? When do you think anger is justified, and when do you think it's not justified?
It depends to person. If a third person is just seeing the people, the situation, because sometimes I can say the criminal and the police. Sometimes the police cops also angry because they asking they asking particular means criminal why you did that, and
Hmm.
they are just giving the false statement. So
Hmm.
they are the human, so they can just start the anger. So we
Hmm.
can't judge them if the policeman is wrong.
Hmm.
It depends to sometimes anger is it's a one kind of emotions, so we
Hmm.
can't control.
Okay.
So it
Hmm.
depends to person and situation.
Okay.
Sometimes,
So you're saying that anger is justified sometimes.
if I give you one another example,
Hmm.
if I
Yeah.
give you one other example, my 2 year old kid asking me something chocolate, and
Hmm.
maybe asking for ice cream and I know he is not healthy, means he's not unwell, means his health is not good, so
Hmm.
I'm denying it, but
Yeah.
he can't understand and he was angry me.
Okay.
So I can't blame my kid was wrong or I am right. So it's
Hmm.
depends. Sometimes it's situation how we are tackle.
How are we? Okay. So, who is the coolest person that you know? Like a person who never ever gets angry.
I never met
You've never met such a person who's like really cool.
because I heard from people, means the sadhu mahatma, the means this type of people they control their emotions because the anger is one of the emotions.
Yeah.
Uh,
Emotion. Yeah.
it's very difficult to control it.
Hmm. Yes, you're
I,
right.
I can say 99% people, 99 or 98% people,
Hmm.
they have uh, they can't control their emotions
Okay. Yeah, you're correct. They can't.
regularly. Maybe sometimes they control, but sometimes in this situation, the very bad thing happens. They lost their temperament and they come out with the anger.
They lose their temper. Temperament means something else.
Okay, sorry.
So if you're talking about they lose control over their anger, so you'll have to say they lose their temper.
Okay, they lose their temper.
Okay. So if not the coolest, tell me the angriest person that you've met. Someone whose anger you fear. Yeah.
You asked me a very complicated question.
Okay, but you'll have to answer.
Still, I have never seen.
Like most people, they are very scared of their parents. Like they'll be scared to anger their mom or their dad. So is it something like that with you as well? Are you scared of
Yeah.
your mom or your dad?
Yes, of course, I can say that in terms of, but it's totally depends. I can give the let recently I give the example now. So
Yeah.
the father is thinking about something, and the kid is thinking about something. So it
Mm.
will depends to how they are the manage their roles.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
who,
yeah. What? Sorry.
so in your life, who have you met anything? Have you met anyone who is very anger or who is very cool?
Yeah, my own dad. Like
He's very
he's very short tempered.
okay. And
Yeah.
who is the cool person?
Yeah, my mom. She's cool.
Oh, so means the balance is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's very balanced. Like my dad is very strict and he's really particular and finicky about certain things, and my mom is like chill. So yeah, it's a really good balance for me at home.
Right.
So have you ever done something because you were angry and you regretted it later? Like
Yes, of
you
course.
have you ever done something impulsively because of anger?
Uh, Not like that because because I read some books, very good books in my
Mm,
childhood, also
mm,
in when I study in the college.
mm.
So the one thing is, if we can't control, I'm just right now I'm just trying to control my emotions, but sometimes I couldn't. Sometimes
Mm,
I feel.
mm.
But if you control your emotions or you control your anger, it will beneficial for your health also.
Yeah. So you seem to know quite a lot about emotional control and emotional intelligence. Is it so? Am I correct?
Yes, of course, but I'm not means pretty much sure how much I get that. But I'm just trying.
Okay, you're fine. So, what do you think it takes for a person to regulate his or her emotions? And how can a person regulate his or her emotions better?
Mm, it's just come with the experience.
Experience. So, it's okay for young people to be angry because they are young and they do not have experience.
So yes, of course, I can say that also. If you can check the 60 years old people, and
Hmm.
if they have something, they just calm and down. They know all the cycle entire life. They live their life and they know how to tackle the pressure. But if someone person they couldn't face any challenges in their life, and suddenly the something goes wrong, so
Hmm.
they definitely means just shocked because
Hmm.
what could I do, what happened.
Hmm.
So it totally depends the experience, but it is not true in 100%. But I
Hmm.
can say 90 or 95%.
Hmm.
Sometimes people before the experience they know very well also. They enough
Okay.
mature also.
Hmm.
They are doing some yoga session, meditation also. So it
Yeah.
could be beneficial for all also.
So, do you think practicing yoga and meditation really helps with anger and temper issues?
Sorry.
Uh, I'm asking if you really think that yoga and meditation can help with anger issues.
Yes, of course, it will really help you
Okay.
because
How will that happen?
because we are something we are just controlling ourselves, and we are just giving one peaceful mind because our mind is very powerful
Hmm.
organ. So we need to just understand what we do. So we can just control because we have the lots of the power, but we can't imagine that. So the yoga and meditation also we can increase.
Yes. Okay. Hmm. So, do you think that by acting angry deliberately, people can get things done, or they do get their things done by acting angry, while even though they're not?
The acting is an art, and not everyone have this type of art because if you are jolly person and the director will say you right now you can start the crying. So how
Hmm.
can you can cry? You have to think something badly in your
Yeah.
past which happened. So then after you can cry
Hmm. Okay.
and anger also.
Hmm.
And right now, you can just tell me you can start the laughing or angry, so it couldn't happen. I will just try to think about what what goes wrong when like this.
Okay. So, what do you do when you think that you need to regulate and control your emotions, your anger, your grief, anything like that? How do you stay calm?
Sometimes I will change the topic. Sometimes I will start my favorite means work or my favorite. I will start the listening the song. I will start the thinking what I would like to know, and I will start about my dear and here whosoever I want. So I will
Hmm.
start. I will thinking about that, and I will forget all the bad experience.
Hmm. Okay. So, you must be having a superior at your workplace, right?
Means superior workplace.
Your boss or your manager or something. Yeah. So, does he ever get angry?
Yes, of course. So because it depends. I told you, because sometimes the client will angry. It's all the panel. If
Hmm.
if the chairman of the company they ask me something, and the manager couldn't provide the within the deadline, so they can just direct means they can say root their means anger in the lower side. Lower
Hmm.
side. This is all the channel.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we
So,
need to
and how
understand.
do you manage your boss's anger?
So
Like, what do you do when he gets
we
angry?
need to we need to just listen in 1 year and pass out in second year. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If
What else? Just that?
yes, if we can keep in our mind, so definitely it will impact in our health. But I'm just listening in my one
Hmm.
ear and just passing out.